All right, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host. Let's get into it. Okay, Candace has been hit with a lawsuit from France's President Macron for saying that his wife was born a man. Okay, now I want to know how Candace knows this for a fact for sure, even though she may think it. I just have questions, but let's get into it. Now, quite frankly, she seems to be unbothered by the lawsuit. Okay, so let's hear this report. Likes up, everyone. Please don't forget to like and share. Thank you in advance.
Conspiracy theorist Candace Owens. The defamation lawsuit filed today in Delaware claims that Owens has engaged in a, quote, relentless and unjustified smear campaign against the couple. The complaint goes on to allege that Owens spread outrageous conspiracy theories. That France's first lady could be a man, that the Macrons are related in committing incest, and that the Macrons, the couple, is being controlled by the CIA. Obviously, those are deranged claims. In response to the filing, Owens posted a screenshot of a news story about the lawsuit on her Instagram page and wrote, "I will be coming for this wig today. Stay tuned." Owens has, of course, a history of all sorts of deranged conspiracy theories and vile anti-Semitic rhetoric. She was temporarily suspended from YouTube for anti-LGBT comments. Joining us now to discuss is Tom Clare, the lawyer for the Macrons, Emmanuel and Brigitte. And we should note that if people recognize you, they might remember you from the Dominion case suing Fox News for defamation, which resulted in a $787.5 million settlement from Fox, but who's counting? So the lawsuit claims that this has been a year-long campaign by Candace Owens. Why are the Macrons suing now? Like, what changed? Why sue now?
Well, this was really a last resort. We have attempted to engage with her for the last year, putting evidence in front of her.
Let's talk about timeshare maintenance fees. Timeshares love them because they increase like clockwork.
Request after request after request that she just simply do the right thing. This is not a legal thing. Do the right thing, tell the truth, stop spreading these lies. And each time we've done that, she mocked the Macrons. She mocked our efforts to set the record straight. She refused to retract what she had said. She started a merch campaign. She's selling T-shirts mocking and celebrating her defamation of them. And enough is enough. It was time to hold her accountable for this campaign.
So
Now, here is my question. Why is she worried about these people? Even if it was true, why is she concerned? Why does she even care? Okay, and selling merch. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Okay, that sounds like some crazy work. Okay, I'm just now hearing about this because I don't follow Candace like that. But hearing that she's saying this woman was born a man or whatever, does she have any verifiable proof of this? I don't think she does. Okay, so you have to be careful what you say. You can't just be throwing out accusations out here and acting as though they're fact. But let's continue.
your lawsuit alleges, quote, every time the Macrons leave their home, they do so knowing that countless people have heard and many believe these vile fabrications. It is invasive, dehumanizing, and deeply unjust. Some people out there might think, really, the first couple of France can't leave their home in France without worrying that people believe the deranged nonsense from this American podcaster?
Yeah, what people don't really understand, and a lot of people can go on TV and talk about the president, talk about the first lady, pundits can get on and talk about them. But what people forget is these are human beings. These are a married couple. They have a social life. They have a private life together. They have the same feelings and the same hurt from these sorts of defamatory statements as anybody would. And it does have a material impact on them. It is, it's incredibly upsetting to have this said year after year. And this sort of falsehood is a cancer, and it metastasizes into obviously the media, but it also metastasizes into other circles that they're running in. They get asked about it, of course, even in the circles that they run in. They get asked about these campaigns, and they shouldn't have to go through that.
It's pretty horrible. She also engages in Holocaust denial and all sorts of
Okay, now he's bringing up stuff that doesn't have anything to do with this darn case. At the end of the day, listen. Now, if I were them, I would just ignore it. Like, why would anybody believe it if it's not true? The fact that they're giving so much energy to it and so bothered by it makes me wonder. Okay, it just makes me wonder. And then they're saying other people are asking them, why would other people have any reason to believe that she was actually born a man? Okay, I don't know, honey, but this is all just given, I mean, she looks like a lady to me, I guess, but that hair does look like a wig, but lots of people wear wigs. So anyway, Candace is just being nefarious and trolling these people properly. Candace Owens accuses Brigitte Macron of bullying her with defamation suit over claims French First Lady was born a man. Candace is not shutting up. Okay, this is the update, honey. Candace says she is not shutting up. Okay, y'all heard it. Okay, please pay attention. And I find it all so interesting. Okay, now I'm going to go to this clip from the Breakfast Club where they actually play what Candace had to say about it. Okay, please hit that like button. All right, so with that all been said, I'm going to put an overlay.
Being a woman. But let's take a listen to some of Candace Owens' content. Let's take a listen to her on Brigitte Macron.
It is time for you to wake up. So we will start from the top here with a photo of Brigitte Macron. Real name, Jean-Michel Trogneux. That person that you are looking at on the right is not a woman, okay? Here is a photo, by the way. Just over the years, Jean-Michel Trogneux, as he became Brigitte, as I said, the evidence for this is overwhelming. That second photo, I believe they found a photo of him at a pride parade when he was just living as a homosexual man. That next photo is when the transition began, if I recall correctly, and that's a photo from the professor years. And professor years of Brigitte Macron is when he statutorily Emmanuel Macron.
Candace Owens and Jess Hilarious always want to tell people who's not a woman.
Okay, so they didn't show the pictures that she was clearly showing while she's saying all this stuff. Listen, if that woman is or was or whatever, why does she even care? Okay, that's all I'm saying. Is this just something for her to talk about? Like, why does she even give a darn? Okay, I just have several questions, honey. All right, aren't there more things to be worried about in the world these days? The conservative contrarians' outlandish, defamatory, and far-fetched fictions that French First Lady Brigitte Macron was born a man are totally false. A defamation lawsuit filed on Wednesday by French President Emmanuel Macron and his spouse asserts, okay, that it's absolutely false. Now, the LC Palace, the occupants allege that the conspiracy peddling Owens attacked the couple incessantly to promote her independent platform, gain notoriety, and make money. So they're saying she's clout chasing in a nutshell, okay? Please pay attention. Now, it's an effort that the Macrons and their Tom Clare-led U.S. lawyers have to admit is working out for MAGA, according Owens, with her podcast loyalists and YouTube watchers and millions of social media followers. Owens has built a brand on provocation, not truth, according to the lawsuit. Now they go on to say that the clicks keep coming. So Owens keeps going, seizing every opportunity to promote her salacious claims. Okay, this is what they claim in the lawsuit filed Wednesday in a Delaware state court. Rather than engage with President and Mrs. Macron's attempts to set the record straight, Owens mocked them and used them as additional fodder for her frenzied fan base. Okay, so the filing said in one of its few understated moments, they say full tales of incest, murder, criminal conspiracy, the CIA's MK Ultra mind control program, cameos by Andrew Tate and the far right barbershop choir of Charlie Kirk, Alex Jones, Nigel Farage, and even Kanye West, and references to Owens' old employer, the Daily Wire. Okay, they basically say they seek a jury's trial and what likely would be deep pocket damages. They say this American suit comes as the Macrons are appealing to higher courts in France about a libel conviction against two women who spread stories online that the 72-year-old First Lady was once a male, was shockingly overturned earlier this month. Now, on this side of the Atlantic, having goaded the French first couple to sue her for months on her 8-part Becoming Brigitte series, Owens did not initially respond to Deadline's request for comment on Wednesday's suit from the Macrons. However, soon after this story was posted, a spokesperson for Owens sent Deadline a statement that also could serve as a trailer of sorts. They say Candace Owens is not shutting up. This is a foreign government attacking the First Amendment rights of an American independent journalist. Candace repeatedly requested an interview with Brigitte Macron. Instead of offering a comment, Brigitte is resorting to trying to bully a reporter into submission. In France, politicians can bully journalists, but this is not France. This is America. Ah, do y'all hear this? Candace will address everything on her show today, where she will continue to express her First Amendment rights. So, still busy as she is right now, leading the uprising and uproar over Donald Trump's DOJ not releasing the full Jeffrey Epstein files, Owens can't say that she didn't know the defamation action was coming. Okay, this is according to Macron's attorneys. So, I don't know. I just find it all interesting. Like I said, Candace is definitely doing this for clicks and views, and she's also doing it, because she is, in fact, a provocateur. She's always been one, as far as I'm concerned. She does a lot of things, in my opinion, for shock value and to spark controversy. Okay, so I don't know why they're so worried about this, because I would just absolutely ignore her. I would not be wasting my time and resources filing a lawsuit against this woman who's all the way over in a whole other country talking crazy. I would just talk crazy about her back. But that's just me, because I'm petty like that. But they're giving a lot of life and energy to it. So is it true or not? I don't know. One thing about it is they can call her a conspiracy theorist or not, but at the end of the day, sometimes, very often, she knows what she's talking about. I'm not saying she does in this case, but she clearly doesn't seem to be pressed or stressed. But what do you all think? What do you all think? And why does Candace even care? Like I said, I don't think she does care. I think Candace is just being nefarious just because she simply can. Okay, just going in on this woman because she, quite frankly, probably doesn't have anything better to do. Okay, because she probably doesn't have anything better to do. So anyway, with that all being said, honey, you all drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about it all. Should Candace just mind her business, or should they just let her continue to spread these rumors? Okay, and specifically if they're not true. Anyway, I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.